The question that always returns is, was it worth it? I mean, you ask yourself time and time again, over and over again, was it worth it?
When Natasha's husband passed away, it was little comfort to know that at least her and their 2 young boys would be financially taken care of because of her husband's life insurance policy. But her life was about to become worse, beyond imagination.
The thing that haunts me now is those 2 little boys. If only I had known. But it was so easy. Assuming someone else's identity seemed like easy money for nothing. And it was, for nothing. The syndicate I became involved in knew their stuff. They knew what they wanted and how to get it. Their plans were simple. Nothing could go wrong. You see, I worked for a company where policyholders' personal information was at my disposal. All I had to do was supply the syndicate with correct information. Easy, as I said.
When Natasha set about claiming her husband's much-needed life insurance, she realized that something was wrong. The policy had been cashed 2 years ago. How could it be? How could her husband not have provided for her 2 little boys? Refusing to accept this reality, Natasha stopped at nothing until an identity theft syndicate was uncovered. Her husband's identity had been stolen, his policy cashed, and her life destroyed.
You don't think about getting caught. You're caught in the moment, in the money. The consequences of your actions unreal. But you do get caught. Everyone does eventually.
Identity theft has consequences. For Natasha, it meant inconvenience and unnecessary delays before the company reimbursed her. For this guy, it means no life beyond the jail yard, no friends, no family, no prospects, and with record in hand, he might get to start over in about 25 years. Kim, an ambitious career girl, worked as a consultant with her whole life ahead of her. She was honest, vivacious, friendly, and sincere. Or was she?
I just didn't earn enough money. Day in and day out, I handled thousands of rands in claims. Money I transferred and paid to others. Things get tough when you imagine having that much money of your own. Money for rent, bills, furniture, social life. I needed all these things and I didn't have much.
Working with the transfer of funds meant that Kim had access to account information, and when she noticed some funds that had remained unclaimed due to circumstances like death, no contact information, or clients who had emigrated, she thought that no one would miss the money and transferred it to her own account.
My family always asked me if it was worth it, if wearing the best clothes was worth it, if having stuff was worth it. When I think about it now, it's not the material loss that gets me, it's emotional. I lost my life, my friends, my family, my dignity, myself. Maybe in 35 years I can start again.
Sillo was an unassuming guy with a lot going for him. Successful, popular, and resourceful. But his resourcefulness would be his downfall.
Am I devious by nature? I don't really think anyone is, although I must have been. From the beginning, I had my sights aimed high. I wanted everything, and I wanted it now.
As a junior accounts clerk, Sillo was the office clown liked by everyone. He easily made friends and abused them.
I didn't know anyone else would pay the price.
Sillo befriended the right people and gained access to the company bank account by sniffing out passwords. After using the company's account as his personal trust fund, Sillo started seeing a trend amongst his colleagues and friends.
The PA was the first to go. As they escorted her off the property, I remember feeling guilty that she was fired for my actions. Next to go was Brad. Good old trusting Brad, whose password for payments was written on a post-it. Again the guilt but it was only a matter of time before I was caught. When I think about how hard it will be to start over one day, I think of Brad and the PA. The lives I ruined for temporary financial gain. I heard Brad committed suicide after that. It should have been me.
After multiple acts of password theft and fraud that amounted to payments in excess of millions, Sello may never have the chance to start again. Remember, when you cross the line, it affects more than just your life. Identity fraud ruins and even ends lives.